Rod, super finale to the Pepsi ICC European Division 1 Championships. Were Italy worthy winners in your opinion?
Absolutely, and what a great advertisement for European cricket the final was. Indeed, the whole day was. Two very interesting semi-finals, very different semi-finals. One really quite tight, where Italy won their semi-final by great bowling and fielding, and then Freddie Clocker with a magnificent 129 not out, winning the semi-final against Guernsey, putting up a total that was way beyond Guernsey. And then a final where, for a while, it looked as if Denmark were going to do it. They were chasing a big total, and they kept up with the rate until finally a few wickets fell and the pressure told, and Italy stuck to the task. They didn't lose it, and in that sense, because they were under a lot of pressure out there with the rate going at 11 and over, and wickets in hand for Denmark, and then they came back. A couple of wickets fell, and the balance swung the other way, and Italy, I think, absolutely worthy winners.
And a bittersweet tournament for Freddie Clocker, most valuable player, but ultimately losing out on the big team prize.
Yes, that's true, but they won. It's more than a consolation prize. They and Italy are both going to the World T20 qualifier in Dubai, in the UAE in November, and that is, after all, in many ways, the most important event of the day. That those two teams won through to represent Europe along with the Netherlands, Ireland, and Scotland in that World Cup in that World 2020 qualifier.
And looking back over the rest of the tournament and your own personal reflections on some of the other performances we've seen, who stood out for you?
Well, it's interesting. I think overall the batting has probably improved since 2 years ago. Certainly in comparison with what I saw 2 years ago. More teams are batting more consistently, fewer desperate shots, and a lot more good cricket. I think maybe the bowling has come on a little less. Bowlers, of course, under enormous pressure in 2020, but that means you have to put the ball on the spot all the time, and they weren't probably as successful at doing that as the batsmen were at smacking it. Austria have come through, interestingly. Finished 6th overall. France finished 5th and did well, improved as the week went on, and have given themselves a very good chance of being in Division 1 of the restructured T20 competition for the next cycle. Not absolutely clear, but it's pretty likely. Apart from that, Austria certainly had their moments. Germany had their moments. Great game today, which I didn't see, but a one-run difference off the last ball, where they needed, I think, 6 off the last ball and they got 4. Germany were defending. Norway needed 6 off the last ball and got 4. So I think overall most teams have had good performances from time to time.
And in the grander scheme of things, how valuable is a tournament like this to the development of European cricket?
Very important, because teams are playing under pressure at a level that they don't normally get to play at in their own domestic cricket, for example. You can argue about whether 2020 is the best format for the development of young cricketers. I tend to think that longer forms certainly have a major contribution to make, and the swing towards 2020 has its own dangers. But just the opportunity to play on good pitches, on great grounds, because the two venues that we've had for the group games, Preston Nomads and Horsham, both wonderful venues, as the viewers have seen, and to play a finals day here on one of the finest county grounds around. The results show it, don't they? I mean, 3 great games of cricket and a wonderful final.
Rod, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.